things I have real bad cravings for is pizza. I love pizza. Back home in the Midwest where I'm from, there's a pizzeria, world-class pizzeria on every street corner. It's right next to the bar that's on every street corner in Milwaukee. And down here there is none. Not out in the woods where I live anyways. You got Pizza Hut and that's it. But on a low carb, I can't have it. You can't have the crust. So one of the things I do, sometimes I'll get a craving, I might just mix up some cheese, put a little sauce and some pepperonis and mushrooms in a bowl and microwave it. It gives you that the sense of you're having pizza. I mean, it kind of cures the urge, but not really. One of the other things you can do is there's a recipe out there for a grainless crust that I've used that's real good. You can Google fathead pizza and you'll find the recipe. It's essentially the crust is made out of shredded mozzarella, some cream cheese, eggs, and some almond flour, which instead of buying the almond flour, which is really expensive, I get roasted almonds and I'll stick them in the NutriBullet and grind them up as fine as I can, and I use that. It's like an almond meal. It works, and I've actually made it without the nuts at all. You know, almonds are the lowest carb nut there is. So I eat sometimes I have snacks. I'll have salted almonds, roasted almonds, and but sometimes, like I'm gonna do here now, is just I'll just take a little shredded cheese and I'll cook it in a pan. When you put it on the fire and cook it, it'll get brown and crusty on the bottom, and some might call it burnt, but it's not really burnt. It's just crusty and crispy. You put it on, let it cook like that, and then you go pour a little sauce on top of that, put a little shredded mozzarella on that, or whatever toppings you want, and put a lid on it, kind of melt it, just melt it. This is what I got going here. I've got some Canadian bacon. That is 1 gram per 3 pieces. Shredded mozzarella. Now, you really shouldn't use pre-shredded cheese like this, because when they shred it, they put starch in it to keep it from sticking together, and that's got carbs. You should buy the block cheese, which I got lazy and I get the mozzarella. The block cheese, you shred it, put it in the pan like this. This is actually not mozzarella. I forget what it is, Monterey Jack or something. That'll cook down. That'll be my crust. It has a little sharper flavor. I use just a little sauce. There is carbs in this, so be careful. But you're only using like a spoonful. Normally, I like fresh mushrooms, but you have to pre-cook fresh mushrooms, and I'm being lazy right now. This is a turkey pepperoni. It'll probably taste like crap. You can have regular pepperoni. Pepperoni is low carb, so is salami, by the way, if you like summer sausage. But they were all out of regular pepperoni. All they had at the store was turkey pepperoni. Welcome to the country. So even the Walmart doesn't have anything. So I'm going to cook this crust and put this together, and I'll show you it in a little bit. Later I'm going to take a video and I'll show you. I mentioned before how I'm having real bad sweet cravings. I had a box of Jello, sugar-free Jello at the house, so I made that night, and that's perfectly fine. Sugar-free Jellos, no carbs. You can have it. You can even put some Cool Whip on it. Most of the Cool Whips are low carb count, or heavy whipping cream. You can make your own. Heavy whipping cream you can have. Milk you can't. Milk has the milk fats in it, and heavy whipping cream is the milk. I'm sorry, milk has milk sugars in it, and the heavy whipping cream has the sugars taken out. It's just the milk fat. So you can have it. It's very rich. I use it in coffee sometimes, or I use a sugar-free flavoring. But I'll show you that later. I made one the other night. It was real good. So So I'm gonna get this cooked and we'll get back to you. All right, and here we go. When you're frying that cheese on the bottom to make a crust, that can get kind of bitter at times. So I take and I put some Italian seasoning on there and some garlic powder. Season that up, and if it's too bitter, you can put a little sweetener on it too, but I don't. But this is what we got, and I know the light in my kitchen sucks, so sorry about that. But there we go. You see that cheese there? I don't know if you'll see this. It makes a brown crust there. And then I just put all your toppings on top, and once you get that crust on that cheese going, you put the rest of your toppings on, and pretty much I put the lid on the pot and just turn the fire off and let it just kind of steam in there, and just enough to melt the cheese and heat all the stuff up. And that's about it. And after this I will show you a smoothie, but I'm gonna eat this now and I'll do a smoothie later when I'm hungry again. Alright, bye. Here's dinner tonight, folks. Pork ribs. Gonna cook them in the oven. We're at 275 degrees. We're gonna cook those about 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours. I don't have a pit or a barbecue right now. Mine burned up and I haven't replaced it yet. So we're gonna do these in the oven. Cook them like this. I got some just salt and pepper, a little Cajun seasoning. Rub it all in spicy brown mustard and garlic, and we'll cook that, and then when it's almost done, we'll take it out of the aluminum foil, put some my sugar-free barbecue sauce on there, and stick it under the broiler for a while, and we'll see it when it's done. Oh yeah, baby, check this out. That's it right there. Look at this. Fall off the bone. Them are really good. You don't get that pit goodness on them without a pit, but it's good as you're gonna get in the oven. I'm trying to be quiet. My son came home from school, fell asleep on the couch. So I'm gonna cut this off. Just wanted to show you the ribs before we ate them all. I never did get to my smoothie last night, so here we are the next morning. I'm gonna put this together. I'm just gonna make a small one here to show you, and then I'm going for my walk. So nothing to it. I put a little bit of ice in there. This is heavy cream. This stuff's thick. And also when you blend it, if you blend it hard, it turns into whipping cream. So I put a little water in there. Otherwise, it turns more into an ice cream that you can't blend in the NutriBullet. I'll go and throw a couple of blackberries in here. One for me. Not gonna put too many. Like I said, there's some carbs in there. This, I'll take a little bit of, since I'm not putting many berries in it, I'll take a little bit of sugar-free jello. This is a black cherry. I'll just sprinkle a little bit in there for a little extra flavor. And where is my blender? Alright, sorry about that. Blender head was in the dishwasher. See if I can do this one-handed. If not, you'll have to bear with me a minute. Alright. Yeah, a lot of people don't believe that whipping cream, the heavy cream, is low carb, but milk isn't. This is gonna be loud. You could hear when it got when it thickened up and it stopped blending. There's a little bit of ice in there yet. Put a little more cream in, make it a little more liquid in there. And we will try it again. Seal leaking. I hate these NutriBullets like that. Alright, that sounded better. And there we have it. It pretty much looks like ice cream. So when it's thick like that, it pretty much is like ice cream. You know what? I forgot to put a little Splenda in there. But normally, if you use the sugar-free Jello flavoring, you don't need any extra sweetener. It's quite enough, and I don't like stuff real sweet anyway. So that's it. I'm gonna drink this, and I'm gonna go on my walk. And when I get back, I'll put the videos together and try to get them uploaded. Thank you.